Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, we've heard the term unicorn given to rare players with great height and perimeter skills like Kristaps Porzingis, Karl-Anthony Towns, Joel Embiid, and the Greek Freak. But with ever more big men adapting to today's perimeter-oriented game, unicorns might not be so rare after all. Kevin, we need a new name.
Amazing to think. D.A., thanks. In the early part of the season, Steve, if the chemistry isn't working, what can you do to try to fix that chemistry issue?
You know, obviously the general manager and the coaches, this is where they have to be communicating amongst one another, and they have to have a great feel. Because if it's not working, and this is where you have to look at maybe benching some guys or possibly trading somebody. But that's where communication comes in. You got to have it from management to coaching to players.
Players want to know, don't they? They don't want to be left in the dark. At least they want to know the lay of the land for it.
Most of the great organizations, the communication's out front, and that's what players love. They love the trust factor from management to coaches to organizations.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. They've got cool hands. Harris is out there with ABC. Then it's the Cobra. And it's Big Cat in at the 5, roaming the paint. Harris outside. To the inside. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Minnesota shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Free throw good. Ford. He hits both from the stripe. Here's the kid. Pass to the Wizard. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's ABC, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's the 3. Cans it from downtown. The kid's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Ford. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
To the left side wing. Here's Edwards. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
To the paint. Ford. It's good on the putback.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
There's the pass to the kid. Edwards against Harris. Edwards with it. 20 points for him last game again.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Here's Big Cat. Harris passes to Big Cat. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Over in the corner, Brown. And that one drops for him. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
It's stolen by Brown. To the left wing. A floater. Here's the Wizard. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark in 2 for 4.
And where's the help? obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Only the first quarter. Guys are getting in a groove, but communication on the defense has to be better.
Here's Cool Hands. He had 19 points in the win again. Here's the Wizard. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. The 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Minnesota trails by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. Gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Pass to ABC. They get it back. It's deflected. 14 feet away. Bucket is good. The kid's got 5 now.
Using his height advantage, he gets a clean look from the mid-range.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. And sometimes innovations can bring you back to where you started, Steve. Could we see that with post play in the future?
You know, I don't know if it'll be a lot of post play from dominant bigs. I think the post play will come back a little bit more in the form of a lot of these smaller guards are posting up a little bit more than they did, I would say, in the last 5 or 6 years.
Here's ABC. Sinks the triple. ABC's got himself on the board with 3 there.
I'll tell you, even though he's a question mark from range, you still have to defend him.
Pass to Edwards. Over Harris. Minnesota with the rebound.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
And he's able to get it back. And it goes down 2 points. Minnesota trails by 4. Here's ABC. The pass to Big Cat. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's ABC. He's covered by Brown. And here's the fast break from the high post. No good that time. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's ABC, and the 3 ball is good. ABC's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for Minnesota.
Because he's inconsistent from range, the defense dares him to take that shot. Bad gamble there.
Baseline jumper, and an air ball on that one. Way off.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
They retain possession. For Minnesota, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And it's tied up with that one. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Edwards can't hit.
I mean, you can see it. He's way out of sync. It's been this way all quarter for him.
Some solid defense from Brown. Just 35% to start the game. The Prophet passes to Edwards. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
About time he got one to fall there. Before that, 6 straight misses to start this one. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
This break in the game gives us a chance to look at the teams with the most points off turnovers last season.
And these are two teams that excel at punishing opponents for their mistakes. I mean, they certainly did that last season.
Here's the Wizard. 20 points for him last game again. The Prophet passes to Edwards. 1:12 left in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Left side, Brown. Puts up a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. ABC's got 4 rebounds in this game.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Cool hands. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Wizard passes to the kid. 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards against Harris. Shot from 12. Some solid defense from Harris.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
Minnesota shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 19 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here's Edwards. From deep three-point range, right back after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
They also want to be unpredictable. Mix up the play calling. Keep the defense guessing.
About 33% not happy with their play on that end. Brown out there with Edwards. Then it's the kid. Then it's the Prophet. And it's the Wizard in at the 4 slot. 3-pointer. Rebound Minnesota. Big Cats got 5 rebounds tonight. And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got ABC. The Cobra out there with Big Cat. Then there's Harris. And it's cool hands in at the small forward spot. Here is Edwards after the basket by Minnesota. Hits it from 3-point range. Edwards got 5. And it's Harris with the ball for Minnesota. Here's ABC. He has 7. Beyond the arc. No good that time. ABC's gone 2 for 7 from the field. Brown the pass to Edwards. Misses from close range. Minnesota in the lead. To the middle. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Smitty, walk us through what a typical NBA practice should look like and does look like.
Well, I think you come out, Kevin, and first of all, they're spending a lot of times on making sure your body is ready to go into practice. And a lot of coaches love to start with offense first, and you can end with defense. And so that's when the intensity starts to pick up. And then last, you usually ends with some kind of shooting. So I think that obviously a lot of teams have different ways, but that's usually particular. You start with offense, you end with defense, and then you go into some individual work, and that's probably shooting.
And he can't hit the second. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Makes it off the glass. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter. Minnesota calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for Minnesota.
And you can see the guards have been doing more than their fair share on the backboards. And coaches always preach that gang rebounding. You can't leak out until you secure the rock.
Minnesota with the ball. To the wing on the left. Here's Cool Hands. Here's Big Cat. That's tipped. And here's the break. Now Edwards. 7 points in the game. So they take the lead. The Prophet's got his first basket of the night.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Minnesota shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. Passes it to Cool Hands. Pass to Big Cat. For 3, Harris. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Brown. Minnesota with the rebound. ABC's got rebound number 8 now on the night. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Edwards got 9.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Knocks it loose. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Minnesota trails by 4. Harris kicks to 4. To the wing right side. Here's ABC. He has 7. Out to Harris. The basket good off the assist from 4.
His teammate was wide open there. Definitely the right choice to pass it out and let him take the shot.
There's the pass to the kid. Edwards with it. Off target from outside.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
It's hauled in by Brown. gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Passes it to the Prophet. Here's the Wizard. Pass to the Kid. Harris against Edwards. Ford passes to Big Cat, and down it goes, jamming that one home. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Timeout called by Nate McMillan.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. The Wizard passes to Edwards. Here's the Wizard, guarded by Harris. Here's the Wizard. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
ABC passes to Cool Hands. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Ford kicks to Harris. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Ford, no luck.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's the Wizard. Kept alive. The kick out to Brown. Here's the Prophet. Second shot opportunity. Minnesota with the rebound. Cool Hands got his 4th rebound in this one. ABC passes to Big Cat. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Uh-oh. He misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Edwards. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 12 in the game.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Now the pass to Cool Hands.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And he makes that one.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Feeds to Ford. And that one is hammered home.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Ford. And it's Ford with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
The quick look, no good that time.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
That one goes in. 9 points in the game so far.
This is where it's important to have guys looking for opportunities. Terrific lead pass.
Edwards against Harris. To the middle. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Big Cat. Out of hand on it. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run.
Right wing. Here's Cool Hands. The putback, great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Taking a look at this home squad, Kenny, what do you think?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. A-Train with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And we saw his work over the first two quarters, really pushing the action and consistently finding the open man.
You know, it's so fun to watch the leadership and making his teammates better.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Not great, 40% for the game. Get out there with the Wizard. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Brown as the Prophet in at the 3, the small forward. They're the group for Nate McMillan starting the second half. Edwards against Ford. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And a look at the locations on the floor where he's been shooting the ball.
And these sorts of nights can happen. I mean, an extremely rough outing from him in terms of his efficiency. And at this point, the only thing you can hope for is to try to get into some sort of rhythm. Get a couple in a row, try to get to the free throw line, and build some confidence.
Minnesota shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today. Cool hands passes to Big Cat. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Cool Hands. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
And it's Ford with the rebound. Ford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Brown. Here's Edwards. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. And I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league and year by year they've gotten better.
Minnesota with the ball. 4-point game. Here's Ford. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now it's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
So far, he's hit all of his shots at the foul line, going 4 for 4.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. And a minute played as the second half gets going. To the middle, deflects the pass, and the kid picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Harris against Edwards. Harris passes to cool hands. Here's ABC. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Pass to Edwards. Minnesota with the rebound. Big Cat's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harris looking it over. For the tie. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, then on Friday. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Just 5 on the clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That's good from Harris. One drops. He ties it up. 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Passes to the kid. Here's the Wizard. Lock at 6. And it doesn't even draw iron.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
For the lead. The shot, no good.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Edwards with it, picked up by Harris. Harris against Edwards. From the arc, sinks the triple. Edwards got 17 now.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
ABC passes to Cool Hands. Here's Big Cat. Pass to ABC. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. ABC's got it all tied up now for Minnesota. Timeout called by Nate McMillan.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
The Kid passes to Brown. Now the pass to the Wizard. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And the call will go against Big Cat. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Nailed from three-point land.
And you can see there the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Here's Cool Hands. And there's the foul. It'll go on the Wizard. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Ford passes to ABC. Clock at 6.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Pass to the Kid. Lays it up off the glass. The Kid's got 9.
He could have easily been selfish there and taken the shot, but he smartly kicked it out for a wide open look.
Pass to Harris. Over Edwards. Misses off the right eye. Gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. The Wizard passes to the Prophet. Edwards against Harris. And it's Ford with the rebound. Ford's got 6 rebounds in the game. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And he slams it one-handed.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and offensively.
Terrific defensive instincts to come away with that one, and he showed no hesitation in how he completed that transition opportunity.
Here's the Kid. Now here's Brown. Pass to Edwards. Over Harris. They get it back. Minnesota trails by 7. Will it go? Bounces high off the rim and drops. He's got 8. Gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And there's the pass to Edwards, the wizard, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Minnesota calls timeout.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Minnesota trails by 8. Here's ABC. He's got 12. To the wing on the left. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. On Thursday and then on Saturday. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Here's the wizard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And these are his second and third free throws tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. Minnesota trails by 10. Here's ABC. He's got 12. For the 3. The shot, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brown wide open. He fires. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Minnesota shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 1:12 left in the third quarter. Passes it to 4. Edwards against Harris. Picked his pocket. Down low. Got a piece of it. Brown the pass to the wizard. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And it's Harris with the ball for Minnesota, trailing by 10. Kicks it to 4. Here's ABC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Harris. The 3. The shot misses.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They get it back, and there's the call on Atron. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota trails by 10.
I got ball.
Here's ABC. He's got 12. Here's Cool Hands, and too long on the shot. And so it's the home team going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their defense has been active and effective. And don't go away. We'll be right back. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Minnesota trails by 10. On the court for Minnesota. Harris is out there with ABC. And it's the Cobra. And it's Big Cat. And it's Cool Hands in at the 3. It's deflected. Here's the Prophet. Pass to the Wizard. Rebound Minnesota. Ford's got 7 rebounds in the game. The pass to Harris over Edwards. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Ford. The layup missed. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Beasting on defense. First he closes out hard on the shooter, then he attacks the glass. Filthy.
Passes it to Cool Hands. For 3, Harris, and he's good on the 3 ball. Harris has got it back down to within single digits for Minnesota.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on Nate McMillan talking to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Brown the pass to the Wizard. And it's denied. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. For the 3, a three-pointer is right on target. The Wizards got 23.
Here we go, his second made from beyond the arc in the second half after having no such luck in the first.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Edwards passes to the Prophet. It's hauled in by Harris.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Here's the Wizard. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Kicks it to Brown. Pass to the Prophet. Here's the Wizard. 5 on the clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. The Wizards got 5 points now this quarter.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
Here's Cool Hands. The 17-footer will not go. This is off the front iron. Edwards against Harris. Edwards passes to the Prophet. The pass to the Wizard. Takes a three. Edwards can't hit.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
All the officials are all over that one.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. So he can't get either to fall.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He'd been good as gold up until that point.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's the kid, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Minnesota calls timeout.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, the Wizard.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Here's Harris. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cool Hands passes to Harris. To the paint. Here's Cool Hands. Good. And Harris gets the assist. 6 points for Cool Hands.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's the kid. Pass to Edwards. And stolen by Harris. An even 3-on-3 break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Pass to the kid. Here's the Prophet. Pass to the kid. To the inside. Brown. But they get it back. And the foul called on the Cobra. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Minnesota, 8-point game. The pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's the Wizard. And another shot. And he lays it up and in. The Wizards got 17 now, just in the second half.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Passes it to Cool Hands. Here's ABC. Harris outside. Misses off the left iron. And 39% from the floor. Not their best. Minnesota with the rebound.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Edwards with it. Pass to Brown. Here's the kid. Pass to Edwards. It's tipped. A nice shot by Harris. Harris has got 7 points for the quarter.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Edwards against Harris. Brown outside. And the pass to Edwards. It's stolen by Harris. Here's the teardrop. It's deflected. To the paint. The kid passes to Edwards. Some solid defense from Harris.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that look like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A putback. Good. And now they trail by just 4.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. .36 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Harris on the double team. And that's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession. Easy breezes checked in for White. Edwards against Harris. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so it's Minnesota with it. Here's ABC. He's covered by Brown. Cool hands. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Locking down the W. It's got to feel good to him right now.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And I'm not sure the 2-point bucket does much here. I think they got to go for 3.
They need to work on getting a clean, quality look from the perimeter here. That should be their focus.
Harris outside. It's deflected. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that goes out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
And how about the reaction time on D there? Almost comes up with the pick.
You know, these are the little plays that can add up when you look over the course of a game.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.